This is a memorial tribute to Belva Jean Weirs, honoring her life and legacy. Belva Jean was born on September 22, 1936, in Hutchinson, Kansas, to Leonard and May Myers Kinley. When she was about 2 years old, Belva's younger brother Jerry came along. Sadly, Jerry would precede Belva in death by almost 20 years. When Belva was 4 and Jerry 2, their mother got sick and passed away due to pneumonia, leaving Leonard, a single dad, with 2 very young children to care for. Leonard worked for the railroad and was often away from home. Not long after May's death, he met and married his second wife, Mary. Ever present in Belva's beautiful face was an impish gleam in her eye. Perhaps it was the extreme intellect the Lord blessed her with, shining through her beauty. While in school, Belva was always a hard worker and a high achiever, ultimately taking junior college classes whilst she was still in high school. After graduation from Hutchinson High School, Belva moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, to attend Arkansas Baptist Hospital's nursing school. It was there that quiet and shy Belva really blossomed. Like any college-age student, she enjoyed hanging out and having fun with her girlfriends. But no matter how much fun she might have, she was always dedicated to her studies and completed her education with high marks. It was also during this time that Belva really began to grow spiritually and was an active member of the Baptist Student Union. After completion of her nursing training and ready to dedicate herself to helping others, Belva began her career at the school's hospital in 1957. 2 years later, her roommate asked if she would move to Denver with her. Belva felt the Lord was leading her to make this change and promptly quit her job, only to find that her roommate got cold feet and changed her mind. Because she felt God was calling her to Denver, Belva packed up her old beat-up Ford and moved, knowing no one and not sure where she would live or work. Her faith and trust in God was rewarded by her immediately being hired at Denver Children's Hospital. Belva worked there for about 4 years, and then she went to work at the Veterans Administration Hospital. It was during this time that Belva assisted Dr. Thomas Starzl with his pioneering efforts to successfully transplant kidneys using live donors and minimizing the possibility of organ rejection. It was also during this time that Belva met the love of her life, Floyd Weirs. Floyd was music director at Virginia Park Baptist Church and was scheduled to lead music at a youth event. His regular piano player had slid on ice into a ditch. Thankful she was okay, Floyd thought he would need to direct a cappella. Fortunately, one of the girls in the choir had invited a new friend who coincidentally played the piano. Guess who that was? Soulmates connected through their mutual love of the Lord, music, and ministry. Belva and Floyd were married within 9 months of meeting. They celebrated their 57th anniversary in February of 2018. In 1965, their family expanded with the birth of their daughter Valerie, and then not quite 2 years later, Vicky came along. Belva was patient, caring, loving, and genuinely blessed and happy to be the mother of her little girls. Floyd probably often felt outnumbered in his house full of women. While Belva flourished as a mother, her love of nursing was never far from her mind, and she returned to work. Her professional career fulfilled her greatly, and she eventually found her forever work home at Lutheran Medical Center in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, where she worked for 28 years until retirement. In February of 1993, Belva's daughter Vicky married Larry Berger in Houston, Texas. Vicky and Larry would provide Belva with the loves of her life, besides Floyd, her grandchildren. Belva was present at the birth of all three grandkids, Matthew James, who's now 22, Christina Jean, now 19, and Philip Lynn, 17. She was so very proud of them and loved them dearly. In everything she did, she dedicated herself to learning all she could about it. Whether it was raising godly children, new techniques in nursing and surgery, Bible study, cooking, sewing, crafting, she would spend hours researching, studying, or practicing so that she knew exactly how to approach and excel in everything she did. She also knew how to have fun and loved her pets. At the age of 58, and while working full-time, Belva earned her Bachelor of Science degree, and being Belva, managed to graduate with a 4.0 grade point average. Woven into the fabric of a life full of love, adoring family, and achievement, Jesus reigned supreme in Belva's heart. Belva loved Jesus. She and her husband were devoted to serving in the local church, usually in youth or music ministries. She played the piano and loved to sing, doing both even after Alzheimer's disease took its toll on her speech and memory. For the past 20 years, Belva and Floyd were members of the Open Mind Bible class at Riverside Baptist Church. Belva greatly enjoyed the studies, parties, outings, and trips that they all took together. These were the people who walked and prayed with them during what would be the most difficult time of their lives, when in November of 2012, the Weirs family received the devastating news that Belva was in the early stages of Alzheimer's. Ultimately, the disease caused a real role reversal in Floyd and Belva's relationship, with him becoming caretaker, planner, and preparer of everything to ensure that Belva was safe, healthy, and happy at home until it became clear that outside assistance was needed. In December of 2017, Belva moved to the Morning Star of Wheat Ridge community, where she enjoyed many activities and outings. Floyd and the girls knew that she was cared for and loved while they were away from her. On October 9th of 2018, Belva fell and broke her hip. Less than 2 weeks later, on October 21st, at the age of 82, the Lord decided it was time for her to be with Him and called her home. No words can describe truly how incredibly loving and caring Belva was. No video can completely tell the story of her life and what she accomplished here on earth. Belva Jean Kinley Weirs did what she did, quietly and without much fanfare. She is missed tremendously and will remain in our hearts forever.